Hey, so this is my third vlog. Yeah, and I apologize because actually it's supposed to be my fourth, but my third was a little bit too long and it didn't get captioned on the YouTube. So, what do I have to bring to the table tonight? Well, you know, there's a whole bunch of stuff, you know. I mean, you constantly hear about how the world is going through such turbulent times economically, which is sure, you know, there. It's gonna happen, right? And you got Frederick Volker versus I don't even know if I said the guy's name right. Versus that other dude. Oh man, I think I really screwed this up. It's not Von Mises. Keynesianism, right? Frederick. Yeah, and I think I just screwed up Volker with Paul Volcker. Frederick von something, right? Okay, so you guys go ahead and look that up, right? So I may be a little bit skewed because, like I said, I'm not like some genius here, but anyways, speaking of which, there was a definite, ends of the spectrum. When you're talking about this dude Frederick versus the dude Keynesian Maynard. I'm just gonna call him Maynard. So Maynard wanted for government control. Frederick wanted for, complete people, market, capitalism. Government, stay the hell out of it, And so here you got Margaret Thatcher and Reagan, on Frederick's side. And you've got people like, FDR on Maynard's side, So you go back and forth. You got a lot of different things, coming and going. And you got to take, all things into account. I mean, a lot of different things are going on at the time, But I say this in essence to kind of put an easing on the overall strain mentally that we face. Especially as Americans, because I am in America. And, we're talking global here, obviously, because it affects the global scale, as it always has. But, these aspects are not always all that known to everyone. And that's why I'm talking about it. Because you want to get an overall picture of what has occurred throughout, the decades from, say, the 60s until, well, until current, you know. And as we're talking about this, you can see how Barack Obama has really drawn us into a hole. You know, the whole the whole socialism aspect has really, you know, collapsed. And this is what Frederick was you know, fighting against. And he took a beating for a little while because Maynard was gaining popularity after World War II, you know, due to the aspect of the people that were killed. You know, gotta fill in the gaps, you know, and the gaps were definitely being filled. But, you know, as the population rises and we have more and more people, we have more and more ideas. Innovations take over, things occur. You know, sure, certain companies capitalize on those innovations, and you know, this and that, but overall, you gotta let the markets do what the markets do, you know. I don't even want to talk about the British coal mines. Don't even talk about that, you know. Because you want to bring up the Margaret Thatcher coal mine issues. You know, look at all what coal has done to the environment. It doesn't do any good. You know, it's disruption. So, you know, lay that to rest. Outside of that, this Frederick man had the right idea. And as a matter of fact, in 1978, he won a Nobel Peace Prize. Yeah. He thought he was in the dumpster, but he actually had a really good point. And Reagan and Margaret Thatcher, they knew about it, and they took that idea. Oh, so did Milton Friedman. Alright? So, yeah. And as an application onto this current situation we have right now, I am not going to downplay anything that's being said because I know we're in a bubble. But I will say this. Relax, people. Relax a little bit. Enjoy yourselves. Maybe things are going to get a little bit turbulent, but everything is going to smooth out. Get your toilet paper, get your paper towels, and get your food and your water, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.